give a warm welcome to Chattanooga's local, the wonderful, the terrific Donnie Marsh.
Yeah!
Donnie, you get purple. Kill him, champ.
Thanks. I'm Donnie Marsh. How are you guys doing? Woo! All right. First, I just want to say to everybody, thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for the battles you've been waging the last couple of weeks on Facebook. I honor the sacrifice. You guys are the real heroes. I'm not being sarcastic. I know like you put a lot of time in. I cannot. I don't anymore because it reminds me way too much of like when I used to play hide and seek as a kid, and you spend all your time, doing this, and then there'd always be some kid, usually Brendan, who's just like, you didn't tag me, you didn't really touch me. It's like you spend all this time constructing a logical argument, take an hour out of your day to explain, some issues, and somebody's just like, no, they just respond with this like rhetorical soundbite. And it's just like, didn't tag me. And back when you're playing hide and seek, and you just be like, okay, Brendan, well, cool. Next time I tag you, you're gonna feel it. Next time I find you behind the same stupid rock you always hide behind, I'm throwing you down a hill. You can't do that on Facebook because eventually you wind up defriended by everyone until you are only talking to yourself. So that's why I come here. I come here to talk about the things I believe, the opinions I have, because I'm happy to admit I'm wrong. You set me straight. But like, who here believes in ghosts? Anybody believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But I really don't. The reason is that they are never naked. How can clothes be immortal? It's like every story you hear about a ghost is like, oh, his old sea captain, and he's wearing a hat, and he whispers to his bird, or it's like, oh, she walks up and down the hallway in her wedding dress, and she just mumbles her wedding vows to herself. It's like, by that logic, 100 years from now, we're going to have ghosts, and it'll be like, oh, don't wander down that hallway. You'll see a middle-aged woman in yoga pants and a Vineyard Vines t-shirt. And she'll be saying, like, where's the channel changer Nancy Grace is on? I also think that women should not be offended by anything they read in the Bible. Because women were never meant to read the Bible. Like when the Bible was written, like 5 people could read. It was just a weird subreddit for dudes to share their feelings. It's like all the things that Paul said about homosexuality is like, do you think Paul did not have a gay friend? Everyone has a gay friend. And the friend was probably popping by to hang out and say things like, hey, what are you writing, Paul? Oh, the book of Romans. Oh, cool, I love Romans. What's it about? Chariots. Oh, I love chariots. Can I read it? Better not. Better not. I don't know if you like it. I feel like this is a safe place. Also, hate millennials. They're the worst. Have you met these people? They're not people like you and me. You try to hang out with them, and they're just like, hey, why don't you ride your fixed gear bike down to my tiny house and we'll get drunk on craft beer and binge watch Daredevil on my Apple Watch. I'm like, I don't know what any of those words mean. Time is passing me by. It scares me. They don't know history. They don't remember where they were when Nixon pardoned Martin Luther King for assassinating JFK. They don't know basic facts about history. Like in 1790, Eli Whitney invented what? Cotton gin. Yes. It changed the South forever. It changed history because it changed cotton into gin. And many families were destroyed from alcoholism. Also, Hillary Clinton. Many reasons to criticize Hillary Clinton. Though I'm sick of one of them. I'm sick of people criticizing her for not being attractive. for not being good looking. It's like, what do we, like, ever since we elected John F. Kennedy, it's like every president has to be like some cutie pie. And it's like, it doesn't matter. And also, like, if we tell her, like, we're not gonna vote for her because she's not sexy enough, this is a bad idea. Because Hillary Clinton will do anything to get elected. And I blame you if her next ad is of her, like, gussied up in lingerie and saying, like, you know, contrary to popular belief, my husband Bill and I enjoy a wonderful sex life. And he, because he owes her everything, will be standing behind her going, it's true. And she's like, and even though we're at an age where our genitals resemble heavy hors d'oeuvres that have been left out in the rain for several days, we still feast on those babies. You better believe it. Also, another thing I'd like some more religious diversity in football. It's like football is the most like Christian sport. I'd like to see a Satanist Tim Tebow. Just give me one. It's like at the end of every game they interview him and he's always steering the conversation, you know, back where he wants it to go. And they're just like, how'd you win that game? And he's like, well, before I talk about that, I need to let you know all the glory goes to the Dark Lord Satan, who comforts and guides me with his leathery wings. And as my eye black says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for I am evil. I'm like, that's great, Tim. He always does this. But tell us more about how you prepared for this game. Well, Linda, I'm just like you. Just like everybody, I put my pants on one leg at a time. But after my pants are on, I take 6 ounces of mushrooms, and I go out into a graveyard, and I summon the ancient Enochian spirits to take over my body, and not my will, but theirs be done. Cool, Tim. Can you tell us about that final drive? What was going through your head? Well, frankly, not much. It's like anybody who's ever planned an orgy for men, women, and reasonably well-groomed livestock could tell you. You can sharpen all the implements, you can get the vats of lube to exactly the right viscosity. But once things go off, it goes all cattywampus, and you got a freestyle, baby. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. So how are you going to spend your off-season? Well, I'm going to do what I do every year. I'm going to go into hospitals and visit sick children. I'm going to laugh at them. Final opinion I'd like to share with you. My favorite genre of music, my favorite band is Radiohead. I don't know about anybody else, but that's because my favorite genre of music is whiny boys. And Radiohead had a monster hit, their first record called Creep, out of the gate. Most bands would be so grateful to have one huge hit. Not Radiohead. They wrote another song on the next album called My Iron Lung about what a burden it was to have a hit that everybody wanted them to play all the time. So, one of the few things, in fact, that people know about Radiohead is that they hate playing Creep. They almost never play it at the concerts. It's been like 20 years since it came out. Well, I saw a story recently. I wish I could have been at this show where they played Creep. And they're just like, we got a surprise for you guys. And they started playing it. They just started singing, When You Were Here Before. Everyone starts losing their minds. I could look you in the eye. People start singing along. The crowd swells. People are going nuts. They get close to the chorus, like, so very special. I wish I was special. The guitar comes in, cha-chunk, cha-chunk. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. I'm a puke. I'm a loser. What the hell am I doing? I don't belong here. I haven't listened to Radiohead in a while, actually. You guys, that's my time. I'm Donnie Marsh. You have a good night.
Oh my God, give it up for Donnie Marsh, everybody.